Hi everyone, welcome to another YouTube workshop with Independent Arts and me, Jess. Now for today's craft activity, as it's coming up to Valentine's Day, I thought I'd show you how to make this simple heart decoration and these easy but effective heart paint print techniques. Really super for making some Valentine's Day cards. And this decoration, very nice for brightening up the place in preparation for Valentine's Day. It's a really simple activity, suitable for any age group, and you're not going to need much. Let's get started. For today's activity, all you're going to need is a cardboard tube, either the centre of a toilet roll or a kitchen roll. Obviously at the moment with everything we've got to be very careful about cross-contamination and keeping things germ-free, so do make sure if you're an activity provider that they've been suitably quarantined before use, or certainly use your own from your own household, just to be on the safe side. We're also going to need a pair of scissors, a ball of string, some red paint and a paintbrush, and some paper or card. Right, step one, we're going to want to fold our cardboard tube, either our kitchen roll or toilet roll middle, into a heart shape. A little bit like this, see, slightly wonky. Doesn't have to be perfect, I say quite often in my videos. But we're going to want to bend and fold our tube into a heart shape like so. And then we're going to, using our scissors, cut them into some thinner strips, thinner heart shapes, like so. So to do that, what we're going to do is just fold, gently bend, squeeze into a point one side of our cardboard tube. So we get sort of a bit of a teardrop shape, like so, an upside down teardrop. And that's going to be the bottom of our heart. Now to make the top, we're going to want to fold the opposite side in. So pushing it down, we're going to want to push that top part in and bend it like so. And as you can see, that's made our cardboard tube into a heart shape. Now the next thing we've got to do now is, using our scissors, is we want to cut them about 1 centimetre width. 3 or 4 will do, and we're going to leave a longer piece as well, like so. So about 1 centimetre, I'm going to chop one, and as you can see there, might need a little bit of reshaping, but we've got a nice little heart shape, almost like a sort of a cookie cutter shape, little heart. And we'll cut a few more of those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, out of that cardboard tube, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 small heart shapes, and I've got one slightly longer piece which I'll be using for the printing, and we'll use these 4 for our hanging decoration. As you can see here, I've squashed myself out a little pile of just some normal red acrylic paint. And the first thing I'm going to show you is just the printing technique using this larger piece of cardboard. I can find my paintbrush, there it is. Right, all you need to do for this is either using the paintbrush, or you can just dip it straight in. Get some paint on one of the heart-shaped edges of this longer bit of cardboard tube. can just dip it in like this if you like, and makes a very effective sort of stamp. Sometimes you won't get a complete heart printed out, but I've found that actually it looks very attractive. Going over it a few times. And printing like so. You can play around using some different colours as well, some pinks, purples, or indeed any other colour. And as I've shown you here earlier, once they're dried, can be cut out and makes a lovely bit of artwork for a homemade Valentine's Day card. You don't have to tell them that you used a toilet roll to do it. Right, now we've already got our red paint out, or if you chose to use some pink or purple, I said any colours, obviously going to look lovely. You can mix it up and do a few different colours of each, but I'm going to use this red acrylic that I've already squashed out for myself. And the next thing we've got to do is paint these thinner cardboard hearts. Now you might want to have some baby wipes or your hand washing facilities nearby, because you may get a little bit painty, because what we're going to want to do is completely cover these cardboard hearts in our acrylic paint, inside and outside. I've just used cheap normal acrylic paint, but what you can do if you wanted to, certainly it makes them a little bit sturdier, you could mix a little bit of PVA glue in with your paint. But as you can see, that isn't totally necessary. Just paint on its own will be fine. Once our paint has dried as well, you'll find it will sturdy these little hearts up a bit more as well, make them a little bit stronger and less likely to change shape, as you can see this one's trying to do. So once we've got them all painted over, I said you may need to give a little bit of a reshape. Doesn't take much. And there we go, on to the next one. And once you've painted all of them, set them to dry before we move on to the next step in making our hanging decoration. Last one. Right, there we go. 4 little cardboard hearts, all painted red and reshaped into their heart shapes slightly. I'm going to leave those to dry and come back to them shortly. Right, once your small, thinner painted hearts have dried, mine haven't quite yet, what you're going to want to do is cut a little slit at the bottom of each point, so the bottom of the heart and also this bit in the centre, so we can thread our string through the middle for them to hang. Now, the easiest way to do this is just fold your heart back up, cut a small slit in the bottom there, and you'll also be able to get to this bit by carefully pulling it to the side, again cutting a small slit. You can do this before we paint them, but sometimes they have a tendency to stick together, so best to do once you've painted the hearts red and dried them. And then our string can be any sort of string. This is just a normal parcel string, bit of yarn, and I think ribbon would also look lovely. We poke that through those holes we've made. Like so. And where we've cut slits instead of holes as well, they should stay quite firm in place whereabouts on the string we put them. And you should end up with something like this. You can, as I said, use ribbon or yarn if you like. I've added a few knots at the bottom and a bit of a tassel at the bottom, and I've also tied another knot in the top to make a hanging loop. So there we go. Easy Valentine's Day crafts, suitable for any age and on a seriously limited budget as well. I hope I've inspired you, and I hope you've enjoyed today's craft activity. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. See you soon. Bye.